usual Medic Marine build. He went for starports first. Leta, I think, still has the advantage. Luxury not producing too much. He has been on those too many bases. Finally has his third going, but Leta still, you know, sitting pretty. Has his second engineering bay up, getting upgrades, adding more barracks so he can just transition fully into M&M. Overlord's not moving in when the Sealer tries to do some sort of block. Lurk is going to back right off. Science Vessel. Time radiates one Lurk, and those Lurk is going to burrow themselves, whatever. Isn't that correctly said? I'm not quite sure. The correct term is burrow. So, Leta's now knocking on the door here. He has level 1 weapons and armor. Level 2 Carapace, meanwhile, now from Luxury. So, those Zerg forces definitely going to be able to survive. But Luxury is knocking down here, and we're going to see whether he tries to break the front. There are lots of Lurkers in play. Meanwhile, now more Sensors, more Medic Marines and tanks moving out. Hive Tech now coming up for Luxury, so he's going to try to transition. What he needs right now are Defilers, and if Leta, he needs to push in the next 2 minutes. If he pushes in the next 2 minutes, those Defilers are not going to be out in time. Consume is not going to be ready, and he's just going to be able to pummel everything. Another Irradiate goes off. Hydras tries to get some shot off, but Lurkers only moving in with the sea. Luxury's actually going to go for a pincer. Lurkers and Hydras coming in from the bottom and from the right, and Leta's going to engage all these. Bunch of tanks are going to be a lot of danger. Medic Marines flying backwards, just trying to run back into the safety of the ramp. There are lots of tanks in the ramp. We're going to see what the Luxury actually manages. There's a lot of Hydras and Lurkers now running up the ramp. Medics and Marines, most of the Marines have been killed. Lots of tanks also being killed, and Irradiates going off from those sciences. But overall, Luxury is broken. He's up the ramp. He has Lurkers killing all these tanks. Defensive Mitch is going to one of the tanks. We're going to see what that manages to survive. Lurkers far too close. Tanks just sieging each other, and the last tank is also going to get down. And Luxury takes care of the threat. Perfect push. This is exactly what this map can be. So bad for Terrans, because especially if Zergs are in a defensive posture, they'd just be able to surround their assaulting forces and do a very good job. Science Vessel being floated off by Leta, and he has a lot of science facility being floated off, and he has a lot of science vessels. Also now establishing a third base, just trying to get a mineral only. Another radiate going off on a Lurker. Still no Defilers from Luxury. I think once he gets Defilers, he'll be able to do a pretty good job. Again, the Luxury moving in, but I'm thinking this time it's a little bit more dangerous for him. Moving in with Hydras, all the Lurkers get taken down. This Hydra is now going to be forced to retreat. Those Medic Marines are in a pretty good position. Now have weapons 2 ready, so they're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, now Leta's taking down that 8 o'clock base. 8 o'clock mineral only, I believe it is. And put down a bunker there, try to establish it pretty well. Luxury now finally is on full 3 mining bases, although only 2 of those bases have gas, so he's pretty much in the same situation as Leta. And as long as this keeps going, Luxury's going to be in serious trouble. He just can't replenish his forces like Leta can. Leta lost most of his forces just a second ago, but all of his science vessels have been kept alive, doing a pretty good job, almost losing one there, but not quite. Lurker's being morphed in, then those eggs are going to be completely caught. Hydra's going to be forced to move back, going to be able to take out probably one of those science vessels, one of those forward science vessels. But now Raider goes off. Lurkers are in time, and all they get taken down. Hydras that were moving up, all going to get slaughtered here. Zerglings as well. So Raider doing a pretty good job here. He's replenished all of his ground forces and has not lost a single science vessel from what I've seen. That's definitely keeping him in the game. He's gonna, as soon as those Defilers are out, they're going to be irradiate hell everywhere, and that's what you need to counter those Defilers. So Luxury is going to need Defilers out very soon. Another engagement. Now just Marines with no medics engages Hydrisk, and they might actually come out with a win. They're going to force those Hydras back just as soon as reinforcements come in and going to morph into Lurkers to try to stay alive. Meanwhile now, Luxury is in trouble here at the 2 o'clock. There are going to be science vessels of 5 science vessels in the air, along with a lot of Medic Marines going to move in and going to take out nothing but one single Sunken there to defend, and that's going to be it. This base is in serious danger. Sunken instantly going to get taken down. All of those Zerglings going to take it down. Meanwhile now, Luxury counterattacking with some Zerglings on the ground. There should be cracklings at this point, but Luxury in so much trouble. Leta has done a magnificent job so far. Dropship also here. We're going to see whether he's going to use that to put down a base. We're going to try to put down some pressure. Okay, Luxury has put down a base at the lower left, and that's going to get taken care of. Meanwhile, Cracklings here on the way to that 8 o'clock base. Managed to take out one tank, the other one survives. Oh no, not very good. And this lower left also gets taken out. Drone starts morphing and gets killed instantly. And the 2 o'clock base also has been taken up by Luxury. Leta playing with his mouth open. He has the win here. Luxury would need to pull out something absolutely miraculous out of his magic former OGN, now KTF hat. Defilerman now is on the way, so that could be what he's waiting for. He's going to try to use that, but Defilerman is far too late. It's going to take him time. A bunch of defensive maces going off on a lot of these Marines, and Leta is going to push downward here. There are nothing but 2 seconds to defend. I don't see anything else. They're going to push in first of those defensive maces. He's going to take all those sunken shots. Going to take out as many of the sunkens as he can. Some cracklings there at the 8 o'clock. Oh, GG coming from Luxury. Knows he was trying to do a counterattack, but although nothing but a crap load of Defense Matrix Marines gonna run down and just slaughter everything in that location. So first set has been taken here by Leta, just playing very solid, transitioning perfectly, starting with 2-port Wraith. Once he saw that he could deny the scout, went with kind of what for him is standard. This is usually when he denies a scout, when he sees they can deny a scout, he usually does this. I'm not quite sure if it was planned beforehand. I'm not quite sure he would have done the same if Luxury would have gotten a scout, then he might have just transitioned into something else instead. But overall, perfect 2-port Wraith, getting some harassment going, getting some perfect scouting information, just doing some damage, not perfect, but overall still just preventing, also killing a bunch of overs. Then he transitioned perfectly into Biomech, and then had just a crap load of M&Ms with Science Hustles. And once that was up, that was it. That's death. That's you're crapped. You're done. So Leta takes the first set, and Luxury is gonna, this is not over. This is for 3 wins, so Luxury definitely still has a chance to pull back in this, and he's one of those players that can definitely do so. He's very, very solid. He definitely shouldn't have that loss take too much a toll on his psyche, and just play solid, just keep on going. So 1 win so far for Leta. We're gonna see what KTF Luxury can do here. I think once they play on Carthage, that's definitely gonna come in his advantage, but we're going to see overall. GG guys, wrenching out.